Welcome back, guys. This is part 3 of our ARMA REFORGER mod spotlight series. This is part 3. Today we've got a seriously lot of cool toys to unbox in our arsenal. From the Skyhook and daring helicopter extractions to Raidable boats, NVG ready modular helmets that doesn't involve RHS, and the beastly Grizzly quad bike. We're loading up everything you need for our next op. We're also hitting the ground in Chernarus, Dubkovicy, taking the Harbin's 10A for a spin, testing the SAR 109, rocking custom weapon charms, and wrapping up with a mean looking 1911. Buckle up, it's time to see what's new in ARMA REFORGER. Right guys, how you doing? This is a new map. This is called Chernarus Dubkovicy. If I'm saying that right, you might have heard me nearly mess that up in the intro. It's quite a new map. This is a week old and there's already some seriously cool stuff in it. There is a lot of dependencies though. We'll take you through that in a second, but there's already some quite cool locations on here. As you can see, that is a fire station. It's all been pimped out inside. You've got the eastern block of flats. You've got cranes and stuff being worked on there. New apartment buildings. You got a cheeky little river, little mountain. All the roads are looking pretty cool. You got like a big main road running in the whole length of the island, which is pretty insane. This is obviously a massive work in progress. There's an airfield somewhere. Look at this, you got a running track, little stadium, and the international airport over here. There you go. It's a massive work in progress. You got some military sort of bunker buildings there. You go along the airport. You got all this stuff like buildings you don't usually see, so it's nice to have a little breath of fresh air on the buildings there. You can tell this is already going to be a really cool massive map when it gets cracking. So here it is by Nice says maybe. So it's 825 megabytes. Whip, you've got all these as well. Some of these are not too big. I think Wolf Buildings Pack's the biggest one, 658. RHS Terracore 2, 166 megabytes. Rail Infusion is nothing yet. It's not actually a lot. It looks like more than it is. 500 megabytes on there, so I'm talking probably about 3 gig or something, maybe a little less. But yeah, awesome looking map. There you go. We're just going to call it Chernarus now because I'm not going to try and pronounce that last one again. But we're going to be doing the rest of the mod showcase on here because we've got some pretty cool stuff to show you. So thoughts and feelings on this map below. It's absolutely massive. There's loads of places for more stuff to go. I think this is going to be sick, man. Right, let's find a place to set up. Alright, weird one actually. We haven't got any clothes or anything for you today. Should have maybe found some new stuff. We did the GRS last time. That comes with all sorts of apparel and modular belts and things like that. We have got the modular helmets, so we'll show you them. Starting off though, it's quite a big one. So we've just paused this image, so we're stuck in like bullet time right now. Cue Matrix music. You'll see this thing. Now I think this is part of the Skyhook stuffs. Quadoosh, which is what we're showing you. So Skyhook by Soul Assassin came out on the 28th of the 7th, so just last month. It's a functional proof of concept helicopter sling load system for ARMA REFORGER. Attach, transport and deploy light vehicles, crates and supplies with physics, rope visuals and gameplay mechanics. So that's pretty cool. There is also a lot of mods that go with this. We're going to see if we can figure it out, but people have started to add there's a cow. People have started to add stuff anyway, like CH53E. Look at this, the Super Stallion. They've got the Skyhook on there. Alright boys, this will help. Pause it if you need it, or look up on the mod. You've actually got the stuff here. So we were sort of right. You got to press home or D-pad left to attach the rope. Helicopter time in the Huey is limited to 1500 kilograms, and the MI8 can lift heavier stuff like Humvees. So it's got to be within 10 meters, so we haven't got to be as precise. We can go over, we can press the home button. Holy shit, boys. Alright. I'm flying off without myself. Look at that. Visible ropes. That is actually sick as hell, you know. I actually love that. I guess we can just drop it as well for science. See ya. Wow. You could sling someone into battle, bro. Right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Skyhook. Alright, this next one is actually pretty cool. Not only as a prop, it's usable. So we've just dumped everything. I've placed all this stuff in the lake. It comes with a staircase as well for the plane. So you've actually got a staircase, look. Okay, so Raidable. This looks like a bit like the Ready or Not thing, which is pretty cool. It's a bit blue. Doors open on it. You could do hostage situations and all sorts of cool operations on here, man. And it's quite big as well. You can have a little shootout on here, you know. Be part of an operation. Trainings. You've got an SAS, milsim, or special forces. You can do that sort of stuff. So all these objects you can walk on and use. Doors opening, you know. It's a very blue yacht, isn't it? Okay, moving my dude over. So you can decorate this yourself. Obviously, there's placeable cargo containers and things in the game, so you can just slap that up. And as you can see, it is Raidable objects. All right, and this is by Mr. Potter, and it comes with the tactical ladder. So GM placeable airliner, stairway, cargo ship, tanker ship, and yacht. All objects are made to be boardable and for units to conduct raids on. And everything works, which is nice to see. There's a super happy fun slide over there. I didn't place that. Boop. Moving over to the tanker. That looks pretty cool, seeing that sort of stuff out there. So you could put some ships at port, fill them with enemies. You can do ones where you get the rib boats over to the ships, little birds, and just do some pretty cool operations. I thought this was a pretty neat little prop with openable doors. And if you've got some good GMs, they can decorate all this as well and make it a bit more realistic. Or even modders, incorporate these into your maps, decorate them up. Boardable, raidable. Suicidable. So let's just rock over to the airliner and see what we've got here. Haha! How cool is that, man? This looks like it's straight out of sea. Just it's the first class. Look, you got TVs and places for food and drinks. This is the peasant area. Ah, you could hide some people on here. I wonder if you put the "You Can Sit" mod on, if you can actually sit in one of them. This is massive, isn't it? Oh. Love it. So raidable props. They're very awesome, very nice. Right, you just need super speed to get through. Alright, skyhooks and cool stuff. Let's get into some boxes. We're going to show you something pretty new and pretty awesome. Alright, this is Naughty Boy's modular helmets, and it's using the NV system and attachment framework. So credit to Rap, McTiddies for lunch, and Tonic for the GP and NVGs. And it adds black and tan fast XP helmets to the US Arsenal, 4 mesh covers, 3 patches, and some pretty cool stuff. So this is only 27 megabytes. NV system's 26 megabytes. So it's all probably the same sort of controls as RHS. Let's have a look. Pretty sick helmet. And combinable with the headset. I'm not using Bacon's loadout like an idiot. I just put a battery pack on it. You got the covers there. I've just slapped some patches on the side too. There. They're looking pretty cool. And then obviously we saw the night vision goggles. Boom. So let's make this a little nighttime. Alright, so pitch black. Zoop. You hold shift and scroll like you do with RHS. The brightness up and down, which is really cool, man. It's actually a decent set of nods that's not, you know, you don't need 7 gigs. So if we make a completely new helmet, so different types, we're going to try the white phosphor ones. Oop. And you can use shift and scroll. Let's make everything bright as hell. Whatever. Well, I think that is... Look, this is pitch black. That makes the game very playable and nice looking at night. I do like that. So pretty cool modular night vision system there. With cool looking helmets. With some patches and some covers. So if you need that, Naughty Boys modular helmets. Alright, while we're in the box, we might as well show you some weapons. Right, I've got the SAR 109 by Mark. So this is recently just added. It's a submachine gun. They were just throwing in some pretty cool looking weapons. I thought the detail looked really good on this. I'm going to give that a test whirl. Right, SMG. So this is totally standard. This is blank. Pretty cool sounding. Pretty accurate. And nice reload. And I'm going to bring us straight to our next point. You see this little pumpkin on there? Yeah, we've got weapon mods, weapon charms. This is by Moose. So he says more will be getting added to the pack. Right now you've got sort of these to choose from. But I thought it was just a neat little mod that got added recently. Animated, not really, but really weapon charms. I suffered so you don't have to. He said he'll be adding more in the future. So Grouse Gaming there, weapons charms by Moose. So you can literally pull that off. You've got weapon charms there, so let's try the... Alright, just adds a bit to your weapon, I guess. That'd be cool if it made the noise. But yeah. Alright, so you got some charms, you got a new SMG. Check out these absolutely insane pistols. Very nicely done. Sounds absolutely sick. Sight works, and you've got some sick recoil as well. So let's get some mags on there. Actually, we'll put another one on for you. There you go, there's another beautiful one. Right, stainless steel 1911. This is a Kimber as well. You see by the skeletalized trigger and hammer. And reload. Very nice. So you get these three in the pack, and then you get the different types of ammo as well. You've even got some armor piercing in there. This pack is by Nasty. It's called Nasty 1911, sorry, and it's by Low Rider HD. And he's done some pretty nice guns. If you just type in Low Rider HD, you'll see what he's done. But these are really nice. You come with a suppressor, torch attachment on the bottom as well. We can test that for you. Okay, so pretty good job. It goes bloody far. Sounds bloody nice. So there's that one. That's his 1911 pack. Get it on the servers, boys. Alright, we've got a couple more vehicles to end this off for you. Right, we've got the Harbin Z10A. Just released on the 9th of the 8th. You've got these three here that come with it. Bam. Look at the state of this, man. You put them all out so you can see. Okay, so these things look pretty damn sick. Look at the detail on them. They look mean and ready to fight. Even got some like scratches and things on as well. Well, absolutely insane. Look at the firepower. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look on the inside. Alright. Searchlights. You can get out on the door, start engine. Anything else? Okay, so we're going to take off. Very quiet on the inside, actually. You can hear yourself think. There's the flares. Very nice. Pressing through, you've got single, salvo, or ripple on the full ripple on the rockets there. Pretty damn accurate on the sights in the chopper as well. So that's gonna change this over to salvo. Let's have a look at this thing flying. It is very quiet for a helicopter, even in third person, which is nice for a change. You're not getting your ears blown out, but it actually looks real nice. And you've got obviously place for the gunner. We'll have a go on the gunner in a second. And then we've got some miniguns. Now we're out of rockets. Which is pretty devastating, to be honest. Holy shit. We've got 8,700 rounds. We've already burned through 1,000. That is crazy. Oh, and the tracers everywhere. Can we get this to night time quick? God, this coming at you at night. That is absolutely terrifying, man. No. Well, I call that a safe landing. Right, let's go back and show you the last vehicle. That was this, by the way, if I didn't show you. It was by Mark, Harbin Z10A. It's only 61 megabytes. Does come with WCS armaments, which is 345 megabytes. So just over 400 megabytes for this absolutely sick piece of equipment. Alright, next one, we've got the quad bikes. This is the last one as well. This is Phoenix Studio Grizzly. So by Whiskey 2 Shots, this is 101 megabytes. You've got the British Community Common there, which is 188 megabytes as well. So let's get the Grizzly out. Alright, you've got the absolute Power Rangers of Grizzly quad bikes there. I'll say they're looking pretty cool. A bit of dirt on them, a bit of a screen. You can tell like the seat's made out of leather. The model is actually really nice. We're going to hop on red one because red. Alright, he holds onto the bars. Okay, you don't usually ever do that on any of the mods. Little quiet start. Oh my god, boys. It's a bit wavy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty cool. The absolute smoke. Oh my god, I'm gonna bin it. Yeah, look, you get the like the movement through the handlebars, which sort of throws it off a little bit. You've got your boost. You might get this thing up to 100. Alright, clock's out about 90. It's so wavy, bro. But it's like controllable. Alright, boys and girls, and that brings us to the end of Mod Spotlight Series Part 3. They're all the latest and greatest that I've managed to find. If you know of any mods, do comment below. Comment what your favourite one was and which ones you'll be using. Apart from that, we'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helped me out a lot. And take it easy, guys. Peace out.